I was a big Flash fan when I was a kid for some reason. I think that was like, you know when you like kids ask each other, you know, what kind of power is it that you'd want to have? I feel like super speed was always the one that I went with. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a Stoop sale. I'm gonna sell all my childhood comics because my parents are getting kicked out of the apartment that I grew up in, that they've had for about 45 years. There's so many comics, I have to sell them. I have to get rid of them. I've read practically all of them. I was a real comics junkie when I was a kid. These are the crappy comics. I've got them literally overflowing with crappy comics. So this is another box of shitty ones. 4 spectacular comics for $1. You could get a Wonder Woman, fucking weird Superman, Swamp Thing baby. Wow, someone's making out like a bandit. That's all I've got to say. Legend of Zelda comic. There's some bad comics. Oh shit, they made some bad comics back in the day. New Gods. New Gods sucked. That sucked. These are the top shelf comics right here. Top shelf comics. That's going for $2 a comic. These are like the creme de la creme. The first Justice League. This is the first of like the reboot of Justice League. Animal Man, Sandman. This was like my favorite comic when I was a kid, this character, Sandman. Look at this, graphic novels. You know, hefty comics right here. I think I'm gonna go with $5 for a graphic novel. What are the price on these? See, I just feel like I shouldn't get hung up on the price. You can't do this for $5, I don't think. No way, right?
No way.
It was $25. That was the cover price.
That one you're looking up on eBay.
How much would you do that one for?
$15.
$15? Like you'd be like kind of real with it, with the price?
They don't all have to be the same price. You can make them up as they go.
Okay.
It'll make them feel more special.
It's gonna be hard to move these units, yo. My understanding is that the market got totally saturated, and for the most part, these comics are not valuable at all. I'm gonna look up some comic prices on eBay. We'll look up Justice League #1, for instance. How about that? Whoa, $33. Do I need to rethink my whole comic pricing? Here, let's look this one up. The Uncanny X-Men. $2, $4. So, you know, and I was gonna sell it for $1. That's not that crazy. Here, let's look up Thor. Thor, $4. So let's look at one that was in like the shitty comics. So Jonah Hex, Two Gun Mojo. Let's see what that piece of shit is worth. That's $3 for buy at $3. I was gonna sell it for $1. All right, so we're gonna bump up our prices a little bit, but we're not gonna go crazy. This is the entire collection of every 1984 baseball card. Don Mattingly's rookie year, and Don Mattingly was my favorite baseball player. I spent $55 on it. So let's look up 1984 Topps baseball card set and see what that's worth. It's worth $30. It's dropped almost half its value. Baseball cards aren't worth shit. That's what I've discovered. Man, my prized Don Mattingly card is worth a fucking $1. It's a good thing I held on to these for 20 years. So that's what my childhood's worth.
Price to sell.
Priced to sell. Hard to let go. Goodbye, childhood. Too sad? Too sad?
A little too sad.
Comic? Do you want me to pick it out for you? Maybe Dad will pick one out.
All right, thanks a lot. Enjoy. My parents are moving out of their apartment that I grew up in, so this is
This is your childhood?
My childhood's kind of frozen in carbonite. Those are the $2 comics. Those are the special ones. and these are like the 2 for $1. Graphic novels, top shelf over here. My childhood microscope, just to throw a curveball out there, you know? It's really happening.
How much money have you made so far?
So far I've made, I believe that would be $7. I think we're gonna hit our stride pretty soon though. There's gonna be a real volume of graphic novel lovers, I can feel it.
This is the one.
Want that one?
Yeah.
And anything else, take whatever you want. You don't like the larger ones?
Well, the comics are like these comics are the really good ones.
No Superman, you want?
I'm only like that, like Superman.
Yeah, I was more Batman fan too.
When you were a kid with a Batman comics,
Yeah.
was there like Deadshot and Hush?
Deadshot. There was definitely Deadshot. I don't know the other guy.
Hush. He's like he wears like all these bandages on his face and steals people's faces.
Oh wow, no, I don't know that one. It's fun talking to little kids about comics because they take it very seriously, and it reminds me of me when I was a kid. You get excited about like the mythology of comics.
Look, that's a robot.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna do that?
Uh-oh.
Look.
I have Son of the Demon. Good comment.
Which one you get, bud?
Nice.
Superman, Batman.
Which baseball card here?
84.
1984.
Good year.
All right, don't mix it up.
24, 25, 26. Bam! $327 of childhood memories. I think my pricing was good. A little ambitious at first. There was definitely, I think, no matter what your comic is, selling any comic, even like a hardcover crazy comic for $15, I don't think it's happening. I think it's like 10 or less. I feel like it's really easy to part with stuff when you feel like it's going to people who like care about it. You know, that's cool, right? How can you feel bad about getting rid of stuff if it is going to a place where it's like going to be used again?
See all those different repulsors on their chests?
Yes, that's right. Look, I think this is all his armor, all the different armor that he ever had.
Do you like comics? Which is your favorite character?
This one?
Flash?
Yeah, Flash.